Hey, welcome to another edition of Trading Truths, and in this channel I'll be doing forex trading. And the unique thing about this channel is that there's going to be no bullshit. There's going to be no projected things and this and that, or historical testing showing that this works. That I will actually go to a chart. Like for example, I'm on the Euro USD chart right now. I'll go to a chart, I'll mark it up, I'll analyze it, and then I'll figure out where I feel the price is going to go, and I'll actually put a bars pattern to reflect what my analysis is. And once that is done, and I'll also share all my thinking as I go along, so that you know what I'm thinking and why I'm doing whatever it is I'm doing on the chart. And once I put the bars pattern, then we're just going to wait. I'll pause the video, and then we're going to wait for a couple of hours to see how the price actually works out, and we'll get to see whether I was right or I was wrong. If I was right, we'll analyze why I was right. If I am wrong, then we'll figure out why I'm wrong. So it's a learning journey together, and whether you are a beginner or you do quite a lot of trading, there's always going to be something you will find useful and interesting in this video. So let's start. I like to start with the 4-hour chart because that gives me a bigger picture of what's going on. So I also look at RSI because RSI gives me a very important indication, which is divergence. And right now I see a divergence here. I'll just quickly show it to you. So the chart is showing upward trend, and the RSI is showing a downward trend. Now when there is divergence, like the chart is giving a different direction, the RSI is giving a different direction, it means that there's going to be a change in the trend direction. So this was going as an upward trend, and now we see that it is moving downward. That is usually that is a very strong indication of a change in trend direction when there is divergence between the price movement in the chart and in the RSI. So let's have a closer look at this. 4 hours is very helpful because it gives you a big overview of what is going on. As you can see, for quite a bit of time there was a downward trend where we had lower highs and lower lows and lower highs and lower lows. Then the trend changed at this level. This is a very important level. That's where it completely changed. Let's see if there is any other support for this level. Yes, as you can see, there is quite a lot of movement over here. You have a lot of body endings of the candles over here as well as here. So this is a good important level, though it is not very relevant right now because we are at a very different place in the chart, much higher up, and it will not reach here anytime soon. And the trades that I make finally are in the 15 minutes chart, and not more than 3-4 hours go by until my trade is either works out or doesn't. So we'll only look at levels that are going to be relevant for us as we go forward finally to the smaller time frames. And let's see. So I'll mark out the charts in rectangles which extend into zones. This is for levels. So the first level I want to mark out is this one. This is clearly a very relevant level. There's a lot of, and we're going to make this blue as that is the overall color that I choose for 4 hours. The next level, which is also reasonably important, is this one. Just zoom in a little bit. I don't want the levels to be so wide. Better. As for this, up a little bit. This seems to be holding it better. Yeah. So these two levels are clearly 4-hour levels that you need to take into account. Another one is this level. Again, a lot of ending bodies and wicks over here. Let's take this as another relevant level in 4 hours. Okay, I think that is more or less it. This is a level that I think it's pretty far away from where the price is right now, but we'll see later. So other thing I want to see here is trend lines, and I think there's an important trend line that is happening over here, which is almost a continuation from here. Let's mark that and see. Let's make this blue. Now I feel that this trend line is not really very representative right now. What we can instead do is take the trend line starting from here. However, we don't as yet know whether this is the low or not, so this also doesn't work. So let's do the next best thing, which is I think this trend line. We will see how this trend line evolves very soon. Is there anything else that is going on? Yes, I see another trend line that is relevant for us, which is this one. And if we use that trend line, then a better option will be to draw a trend line from here, which clearly shows that the price is now beginning to oscillate between these two trend lines. So this is the two trend lines between which 4-hour trend line between which price seems to be oscillating. It will break it for sure. It is not going to stay within the lines, but yeah, for now this seems to be a good amount of information that we have got from the 4-hour. Let's move on to 1 hour, and the 1 hour is showing the trends within the 4-hour trends. Look at these, and we'll definitely be able to see some more levels, but overall 1 hour seems to be following the pattern of 4 hours, but there is one trend line that one level that I feel we need to mark in the 1 hour, which is this is definitely a very relevant level right now, because that's where the price could move towards. Wider. Yep, so we'll make this orange. It's the color I prefer to use for 1 hour. Yeah, so we've got this one trend in the 1 hour chart, and this one level in the 1 hour chart, and as far as trend lines go, almost the same trend lines are working, but there is one trend line that looks interesting. Let's have a look, which is this one. This is a trend line that has been broken. It was resistance first, broke it, then broke back down again, turned into resistance. Now it has broken it again, and this time it's taking it as support. So this is going to be orange. Yeah, so this is a important trend line, I feel. Other than that, in 1 hour, if there's anything long term that we need to look at, there are no other levels that I see that are going to be highly relevant. Okay, let's shift to 30 minutes. Okay, there is more happening here. Do we have any new levels? Not exactly. Okay, 30 minutes does not give us any major additional information, so let's quickly move to the place where all the action happens. 15 minutes. This is where I place my trades, and in 15 minutes we do have 1 or 2 levels that we can mark out here. Let's see, let's mark this one because this is closest to where the current price is, so this is a level worth marking. This will turn green, and there is one more level that we need to mark, which seems to be a little bit of an action level, which is this one. Okay, so these are the 15 minutes levels that I marked, and in terms of trend lines, they are more or less almost the same, though there is one moving from here that has been broken and could be retested. We could just mark it out for now. This is green. Another trend line from here also is worth marking. Okay, so this is where we have marked the chart in 15 minutes. There are lots of levels, there are a couple of trend lines crisscrossing, and now let's see what we can make out of this. So my preference is to use fib retracement. The first one will be, of course, over here, point A to point B. This is point A, this is point B. It retraced to 78, which means let's have a quick look at the RSI to see if there's any divergence. Actually, there is a little bit of divergence, but it's not yet formed. No, there's no real divergence in the current area. So I'm going to just reduce the RSI so that you get a bigger picture of this. Then I'm going to remove auto fit so that we can look at where this might go to. Yeah, so looking at this, if the trend is going downward, then this is the impulse and this is the movement in the opposite direction. That means it should hit -27 and then -61. So there is a chance that this will go down. This is for this fib. I'm going to remove this fib right now and check another one. This is a smaller fib and a closer in a smaller time frame. Let's look at this, point A to point B. Now here it has come down to 61 and almost 78, which means that we can see a upward price movement till -27 and -61. And now here lies the major decision to be taken. Where is it more likely to move, upwards in this direction or downwards? If you look at the overall trend with the 4-hour, which we'll just shift to right now, the 4-hour trend is showing that we might have reached the top of this upward trend and might be heading towards a downward trend. The 15-minute is showing a lower high, but right here it is forming a higher low. So actually, to tell you the truth, this is not the right place to take a trade, but since I have started this assessment, I'll try and put my bars right here. What we can do is just wait about half an hour or so to see how the price moves, and then we'll take it forward. So I'll just wait for half an hour and see where the price is going to move, and then we'll take it forward. Hi, I'm back, and let's have a look at the chart right now. We are the 15-minute chart, and all that the price did was move within this small zone. It just kept going sideways, neither up nor down, just moving within this zone. That means this is it is consolidating a bit over here. So what will be the direction of the price and why. Okay, in terms of news, and so dollar gets a little stronger. Okay, ideally I would have liked to see the price either break out and move up from this trend line or break out and move down from this trend line, but we don't have the luxury of that right now. We have to analyze and take a call right now. Let's get down to 5 minutes. Let me hide all markups, just see price as it is. Chart, this is the 5 chart, 15 minutes, this is 1 hour, 4 hours. Okay, here's what I feel. There is quite a bit of consolidation at this level and 4 hours, and a little bit of consolidation is beginning to happen here also, where price is right now. So I think this consolidation is going to continue, which means that the price is going to move around within this zone. So I would say that right now the time is just right for the price to head upwards. Let's see the candles up close. There's a good upward thrust here, but it has reached this level, which was a previous support resistance level. After reaching this, it went down and now it's again moving upwards. So this is definitely a level that has to be breached for it to move further up. This is 15 minutes. Let's just quickly see 5 minutes to 5 minutes. These candles show completely sideways movement. May hide the fib. Okay, here's what I feel after looking at all the levels, the trend lines, and which way price is headed right now. I think the price is going to move up till this trend line and maybe even up till here, and then it is going to go down. So here's how I see the price moving now. This is how I see the price moving. I see it consolidating within this level for a while and then breaking on to this level, which is a 15-minute level, and then breaking through onto this trend line. That's how I see the price in this Euro USD chart. So the only thing left to do now is to wait and see actually how the price moves. But this is my assessment after looking at all the 4 hours, the 1 hour, 30 minutes and the 15 minutes. Let's see how it goes. So bye for now. Hi, I'm back and quite some time has passed, and I'm actually right and also wrong about what was going to happen. I predicted that the price will go up till here, and it went up till here, almost where I had predicted it, but just that much earlier than before, and then it dropped very hard. Now the reason it dropped is because there was news. More Euro USD losses, data validates hawkish Powell. So because of that, the Euro USD price dropped sharply, but my prediction that it will move up to this trend line, at least till this level, that was correct. It got validated. It moved almost till where I had looked at it. It actually tested this green trend line instead of the blue one. So well, I would say that if I had if you had put a long trade here, you would have made let's see how much. You would have made about 30 pips, which is not bad at all. 30 pips. So that's that. So essentially what I thought was that it would consolidate around this 4-hour zone a lot more. Instead, it went quickly to the 15-minute trend line, tested it, and at that point news came in about Euro USD, and immediately the reaction to that news was that the price dropped, and it dropped and tested, and kind of it's right now at this trend line or very close to this 1-hour level. So well, that's that. So I was not too far off. I was not totally correct. I was not totally wrong. So I would say I'm pretty happy with the assessment and how it finally turned out. So thanks for watching, and I'll be back again very soon with another trading truths video where in full transparency we'll do analysis and then bar pattern and see how it goes. Alright, and do like, share and subscribe and support this channel. Thanks a lot.